Welcome to another Jarvis video review. Um, in this particular video, we're going to be going over a new intelligence that was just implemented into Jarvis, um, deployed to TradingView this morning, version 2.0.10, and it is SEI. A lot of acronyms in Jarvis, but they all have meaning and they all have purpose. This particular intelligence is structural elasticity intelligence. So what that means is Jarvis will have some intelligence added to the structure post evaluation when it is a state of pullback or continuation, letting you know that, hey, this is what it's looking like for any type of deformity in the structure where there would be a retracement, where you can utilize that um, for your basically your entry. So let's go ahead and play through this structure real quick. Um, so we got a buy. Okay, so let's pause it real quick here. So in this buy, as you can see here, okay, it was clean, structure led, fragile, plus, which is very good. This plus sign means that the market is in agreement with the personality, right? Although it's fragile, even with all the stats that's in this HUD, confidence is a 2, which is pretty strong. Okay, it's way above neutral and it's definitely not negative. But what I want you to focus on is this little ray line here. It's this fuchsia line. This line is SEI. Okay, so what Jarvis is saying is by the time the A2 candle prints, which confirms this strong acceptance here, A1 with this strong acceptance. Even the sniper is even green, letting you know that this is a good trade based off of my sniper configurations. Basically, it's saying that, hey, because of this pullback, right, there's going to be some retracement. So a couple things you can do with this, right? This happened on this A1 candle, or this A2 candle rather. You could enter here, right? You can enter here, or you can actually enter a little bit below it. It's all up to you, okay? But this is kind of like the deformity envelope of the elasticity of the structure, basically saying, hey, based off of how the structure came out and how it's building, expecting the market to come back. Okay, so let's watch what's going to happen. There you go. Tap in, bounces, okay, continues upward. In the second, there you go. Bouncing right off the 21. PTCA prints, mitigated. Love to see that. And then it continues upward. Okay, supposed to be a C, disappears. Again, this is all live, right? Analysis. Let's pause this right here. Now, let's just say you missed this part. You were to the bathroom, you had to get something to eat, come back to the structure. Because remember, the structure started at 114. It's now 126. So it's over an hour later, right? So let's just say you came back right at this time when this PTC printed. You could still enter into the structure. How would you do it? Like this. This is a strong confirmation with this green circle is a strong confirmation for this PTCA. Strong confirmation. So after you get confirmation, what comes next? A1, A2, A3, A4. A1 is here. And what's interesting about this one is that A1 for this PTC potential trend continuation entry is actually the TP of this confirmation here, which is kind of cool. So you could actually enter now. This printed already. You could enter here if you wanted to, but that's pretty close to price. So I would suggest entering on the confirmation close, open, and that's probably as far as I would go because what happened here is you have your confirmation, you have your strong acceptance, but then it was a weak follow through. So when you see that, that already tells you that there's probably going to be some kind of a retracement, a bounce, and then work its way up. This B PTC has a rolling support slash resistance line. What you want to see is the market come down, pop back up, maybe tap here a little bit, tap here, jump over, tap here, continue going up. That's what you want to see, right? That's a positive flow. Based off of how this was from structure birth, pullback, you know, there was participation at confirmation latch, which was here. Confirmation was up, so there was a line participation. That's good. Strong key. This is a B key, B structure key. Very strong. It's not an E, it's not a D, it's a B. Samples is 3. Still, kind of like infantile a bit. It's only 3 samples, but there was a 33% win rate. And also, too, in the alignment for EMX, right, which is the environment matrix, the win rate was 33% as well. So that means the one win rate was aligned. How you know it's aligned? Buy signal B plus as well, right? So that's a line. It's a buy in a bullish environment. That's what you want to see, bullish. If it was bearish, it'd be B minus. If it was neutral, it'd be an N. This is a B plus, so this is good. So this is a really good statistics for this structure. Okay, it started off as balanced. What this means is that there was some indecision. It ended with it being green. So that was definitely an upgrade. Okay. So what you would do is you would take your long, all right, you would enter here. First of all, snap it in, always snap it in. Now, when it comes to the stop, there's a couple points you could use. Um, Safe points here, okay, or here. This seems to be pretty good, right? Because at least you're under the 21, you're just about to be under the 50, all right? Bring this up, do 1.5, 1.5. Let's see what happens. Again, nothing is guaranteed, right? But what you're expecting is you want the market to come back and tap you in, but you don't want it to take too long. The rule of thumb is, especially what we have here with this new SEI, apply this SEI structure, Elasticity Intelligence, even though that does it automatically in the signal birth of for the structure. In this particular area, you're on your own, but you can still apply the same type of logic. What it means is that this is the time window that you're expecting at the max for the structure to return and tap you in. Same thing here. So if you enter here, you just count the candles. The max that we have currently designed in Jarvis is 12 candles on the 2 minute, right? That's 24 minutes for the market to decide what it wants to do. That's plenty of time and enough time for it to figure out. What you don't want to do is say, oh, I still got more time. I still got more time. You don't want any type of idea decay, right, in the structure. So the idea is here. You want it to pop in, tap in, and continue going up. So let's play this through and let's see what happens. Not a tap yet. Right there. Boom. Tap. Okay. Heading up. Tap again. No problem. Still okay. Still safe. Stop loss is way down here. Alright. So now we're getting into the real time, which is cool. So we're almost at the TP at 1.5. There is a PTCC that's just printed now, which means reversal is expected. So two things you can do. You're still in profit. You can leave halfway if you want, or you can stick around and say, hey, I think this is going to get to 1.5 before I get out. It's up to you. But technically, you were okay, right? You pulled, it came down a little bit, popped up, came down, went back up, right? So, and as you can see here right now, this is live now, guys. It's currently still running. Um, you see here these stats completely is off right now. The reason being is because the trading view refreshed. So when it refreshes, for these stats to come back again, you have to wait for candle close for it to get the data again, unfortunately. Um, but nevertheless, this has already happened. You're kind of like in profit here. As you can see, when it gets to PTCC, you want to use it as resistance, this line. This red line needs to be resistance. You want to see it, reverse so you can short. If it's still trying to fight and get above this line, that means that this is still not reversing yet. So it's good to know. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, it's still working, still trying to work its way above here. So it may close up here, another candle close, and boom, there's your 1.5. So you were able to get into this trade even though this structure started and maybe you missed it. You still caught it in the end. This is Jarvis. Thanks for watching.